My name is Adrian Sokolov. My team and I have been trapped for 17 days in a research facility in Izvesti, Rizik Islands. I believe that me and my comrades are going to die here soon. I don't know where I'm broadcasting this to, but it's the only website that will open up in our computer. A couple of weeks ago, we were able to strand out a peculiar DNA sample from a meteorite that crashed into the island. Dr. Cruz was careless about it, though. The last time I saw him alive, he was thrashing about in the container room. Clad in a hazmat suit, Dr. Cruz dropped one of the vials of BY-987. An ominous clink resonated inside the chamber as the vial smashed upon the epoxy floor. Dr. Cruz, realizing what he had done, rushed to the exit hatch. He banged on it a couple of times after realizing his keycard would not open it. It took 30 seconds for the emergency team to reach the containment chamber. The glass panes surrounding the chamber were blacked out by some substance. Fortunately, the wall camera inside the chamber was still functional. Inside the chamber, BY-987 morphed into a small sludge. It wiggled and wrinkled on the gray floor. It looked like an infant reaching out into the world, curious and inquisitive. Dr. Cruz did not share my fascination, though. He screamed and pounded away at the hatch. Bipustimania! Bipustimania! I couldn't see his face anymore. His helmet was filled with a thick, white condensation. The only other thing he could do is dart back at BY-987. One of BY-987 probing tentacles touched Dr. Cruz's left leg. Something shifted in its amorphous body. Suddenly, it pounced Dr. Cruz like a mountain lion, knocking him off his feet. Cruz screamed as he punched and kicked what looked like thick syrup trying to engulf him whole. "We're going in, Dr. Strauss! What's going on inside?" A voice echoed in the dim control room. I looked up onto the second monitor to the right. The team had started cutting away at the hatch with a high-power saw. I grabbed the main radio mouthpiece. "I don't really know what's happening inside. Seems like something is attacking Dr. Cruz," I blabbered. The team looked at each other. They were all wearing hazmat suits, but I could sense a cold shiver going down each of their spines. It felt as if the whole room was sucked out of all heat by some invisible spectre. After a brief pause, one of them finally grabbed the radio piece. "Copy that. We'll proceed with caution." I glanced back at the chamber monitor. Dr. Cruz laid on the floor, his hands clasped at the height of his stomach. His suit was not ripped, torn, or unassembled. BY-987 was nowhere in sight. I wondered if I had just seen what I have just seen. I scratched my head, wondering what the hell was going on. My suspicions were confirmed after they took Dr. Cruz out of the chamber and into the infirmary. "There's nothing wrong with the suit. In theory, he should be fine," said Dr. Takeda, as he was examining the corpse of Dr. Cruz. She grabbed the stethoscope and placed it on Cruz's chest. Cruz's chest bursted open, revealing a gaping hole with sharp, needle-like teeth. Dr. Takeda screamed as the corpse of Cruz crunched on her arm. Emmett, goddammit, respond!" I said while grabbing the small mouthpiece. Cruz grabbed Takeda's face with his left hand and jerked her neck back. A loud crack, similar to the one walnuts make when you crush them, could be heard throughout the audio feed. Takeda's screaming immediately stopped. An emergency team was dispatched to the infirmary afterwards. Cruz aided Dr. Takeda. However, it was almost as if BY-987 merged both bodies together. An impossible mess of limbs and groans were left of the grotesque fusion. An automatic lockdown had been made by me in order to contain BY-987, but I watched in horror as it squeezed itself through the drain pipe. It's been 10 days since that event. We don't know how long we'll be able to stay alive since we've depleted almost all of our food. The bears outside have been circling our facility with unprecedented dedication. We have tried contacting our superiors and local authorities, but our radio has finally broken down. The antenna was ripped apart by local wildlife. I was able to get close to one of the bears. They are not unusual on this time of the year, and they are easily scared by flares and loud noises. These bears, however, will not back down, and we've depleted all of our flares. I saw one of them had a black ooze coming out of his snout. Almost look like a black sludge. He wears them as a disguise, as an almost perfect camouflage. We can still hear it banging through the pipes at night. Several researchers have disappeared mysteriously throughout the facility. Do not be fooled by them. Those are not bears. If anyone is receiving this, please help us.